What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Diesel Mac. Thanks for coming to another video. I appreciate y'all checking me out. Hey, listen, a lot of people struggle with discipline. A lot of people struggle with achieving their goals. They set a goal for themselves, a New Year's resolution, whatever the hell it is, right? And they struggle to stick to it, right? And people always wonder, man, how do I stick to this long term? How do I have the discipline to stick to this long term, right? I want y'all to try something. This is what I do. Everybody, when they set goals for themselves, let's say they set a goal, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, right? So that's the goal. That's it, right? But they don't necessarily have a plan as to how to get to that goal, right? The goal is, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, right? Instead of looking at it like that, I want y'all to change your mind frame and look at it like this. The weight loss of 20 pounds is in the background. Instead of saying, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want y'all to say to yourselves, hey, I'm going to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I'm going to track my foods. I'm going to stick to a 2,000 calorie diet or whatever the hell it is, right? It varies for everyone. And I'm going to get 10,000 steps every single day. Those are my goals. That my goal is not to lose 20 pounds. My goal is, let's just call it for 2 months, I'm going to eat only up to 2,000 calories a day. I'm going to work out at least 3 times a week. And I'm going to get at least 10,000 steps every day. Those are my goals, right? The difference is your goals are task oriented, right? Those are goals. Every day you can do that goal, right? The weight loss, that's just going to happen by proxy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So instead of focusing on the end result, focus on making your goals the things that are ultimately going to make you successful. My goals I set for myself, I'm like, look, I'm going to do cardio after each session. I'm going to be consistent with that. I'm going to track my foods every single day. Every single day. I use MyFitnessPal, right? You can use whatever app you want. By now, there's probably 50 different ways you can track your meals and whatnot. But my goal, when I said enough was enough, when I stepped on the scale last year and I was 262 pounds, my goal was, look, I'm going to hit cardio after every single workout. Okay? I'm going to track my foods. I'm going to be in this gym. I'm going to bust my ass at least 4 to 6 times a week. And I'm not going to snack when I'm at the firehouse. I'm going to bring my lunch every day. I'm not going to snack on any BS. Guess what happened? Guess what happened when I followed that plan and I made those my goals? I lost weight. I'm in the best shape of my life right now. But I put the weight loss, I put the number on the scale like on the back burner. Because ultimately, yes, everybody's ultimate objective, right, is to look better when it comes to weight loss, right? You're trying to look better. But when you focus specifically on the end result and you take your attention away from the things that you have to do consistently every single day, man, it's going to be hard to get to that end result. In my mind, when I wake up in the morning, I know there are a handful of tasks I have to get done. I have to work out. I have to make sure that I stay within my macro number every single day. If it's an off day, I have to make sure that I cook and I meal prep and I get my meals ready for the next day. And guess what? Those habits spill over to other aspects of my life. The night before I got to go to work, I lay my clothes out. I also lay out my gym clothes for the following workout. Right? So that's less time I got to spend in the morning trying to figure out what I'm going to wear to go to work or try to figure out what fit I'm going to wear to the gym. You just become way more efficient that way. So again, instead of worrying about your goal, right? Let's say, hey, look, hey, I'd like to get more successful on YouTube, right? I started this channel not too long ago, but I'm not worried about a subscriber number. I'm not worried about views numbers. My goal is, look, I'm going to try to upload at least 4 to 6 videos every single week. I'm going to turn the camera on. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to try to, preach some game to you guys every single week. And I'm going to stay consistent with that. And guess what's probably going to happen because I do that? I'm probably going to get more subscribers. I'm probably going to get more views, right? But my goal isn't, hey, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Fuck that. Who cares? Hey, listen, my goal is I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be on top of the things that I can control. These are tangible wins. Every single day, I check in, I make my videos, I edit them, I do the thumbnail and everything, I upload them to YouTube. And so that's another day where I've achieved my goal. And by proxy, the channel will grow. That's what you want to do with that's what you want to do with any overarching objective that you have. Whether it's you're trying to, let's say you're in school right now. Hey, I'm trying to work on my bachelor's. Okay, listen, I'm going to dedicate at least, an hour every day, after I get off from school or whatever to study, non-negotiable, right? Or however long it may take you, right? Hey, I'm trying to save up for my dream bike. Okay, every single paycheck, my goal is I'm going to put aside, $300 off the rip. $300 is going into this little piggy bank right here, and I'm saving up for my dream bike. Guess what'll probably keep happening if I keep sticking to that goal, as opposed to, oh yeah, my goal is to get this bike, right? So yeah, obviously, the end result is what you're after, but make your goals the steps that are required to get you to that point. And I guarantee you'll be a whole lot more successful. Because ultimately it's the process that matters. Your end goal, the end goal that you want, that's cool. That's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream unless you're able to, stick to the script and put a plan in action to get to that point. But a lot of y'all, you're so focused on the end point, but you don't have a plan, you don't have some sort of regimen to make sure that you can get there. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. When I started looking at my goals that way, when I started sort of framing my objectives in that lens, I started reaching a lot more goals. I started hitting a lot more, of my targets. If you're in sales, hey, look, I'm gonna talk to, let's say you work in a call center, you're in sales. Hey, I'm gonna talk to 100 people every day. I'm gonna make 100 outbound calls every single day, right? Hey, you sell cars. Hey, I'm gonna hand my business card out to 10 people every single day. I'm gonna talk to you, whatever it is. Y'all get the point, right? But make your objective, make your goals like task oriented instead of just worried about the end. And I guarantee you'll be a whole lot more successful. So look at things like that. Hey guys, thanks for checking me out. Like the video if you got anything out of this. Subscribe. I make a lot of motivational content geared towards men. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, like the video. Like I said, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.